Okay, let's have a look at a really simple program that uses call and return with a function and also uses the Boolean operators true and false. Okay, so here we have a function, okay, and it's got a parameter inside these brackets. So we'll come back to that in a second. Down here, we've got an input statement, and whatever the user types in gets saved into this variable. That's called assigning a value to this variable. So this is quite interesting on line 12. So this is an if statement that calls this function, then that runs this, and whatever the output is from this mini program, it gets returned, and it can then react to the returned value. So let's run this and see what happens. So if I say I don't like Christmas, it's output bar humbug. So let's walk through that. So the function is preloaded, it's defined. Okay, the first bit of code we actually see running is this input statement here. The user assigned an n to this variable. Okay, then if this if statement runs, and this if statement is calling a function, and it saved that variable with an n in it in as it calls the function. Okay, so that means that here we're checking if whatever has been assigned to this variable matches this. Okay, well, it was an n, so that it doesn't match because an n has been saved into here. So it's going to set variable 1 to have the Boolean term false. And then it's going to return that variable, okay? So that's what is meant by call and return. You call a function, so you run a function, and then it returns a value, okay? So it's very clever because it does a lot in one line. So this if statement calls the function, and either a true or a false gets returned. If a true is returned, it will output this, and if a false is returned, it will output this. So that is using call and return and also the Boolean operators true and false.